You want me to move over there? Or you guys can go wherever, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want the podium, we can come over there, wherever you want to do it. You want me to move? Very, very adjustable. Don't go too close. All right, good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year to everyone. Want to welcome you to the 2020 Town of Poughkeepsie swearing-in ceremony. My name is Mark Pfeiffer. I'm the Town of Poughkeepsie Highway Superintendent, and I will be your host for tonight's swearing-in. Thanks. First thing I'd like to do, if we could all rise for the pledge. Jessica, do your girls want to come up and do the pledge? Mike, are your boys here?
All right, May, you got this. Go
You
ahead.
come. I won't hurt you.
They abandoned you.
Ready?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. You guys can sit. Yeah, you can sit. Okay. So for tonight's program, we're going to be swearing in our two town judges, Paul Sullivan and Edward Gable, our 6 town board members, the First Ward Councilperson, Jeff Renahan, Second Ward Councilperson, Bill Carlos, the Third Ward Councilperson, Jessica Lopez, Fourth Ward Councilperson, Michael Safone, Fifth Ward Councilperson, Matt Wooliver, and Sixth Ward Councilperson, Ann Shearshin. We also have our Town of Poughkeepsie Supervisor, John J. Baisley, and our Town Clerk, Felicia Salvatore. So this year, I like to think that we're very fortunate. All of our board members, as well as our Town Supervisor, they've all been reelected for another term. This team of our town board has worked very well together in the past, and I believe that they will continue to do so in the future. After all, they're all here for the same reason. They live in the town, and they want to continue to make the town of Poughkeepsie a great place to live in. So let's begin our ceremony. We have only about a half an hour, and then we're going to start a town board meeting, so we'll get going with that. Felicia, you're going to swear in the judges. Do you want this? Hold the microphone, right? It's gotta...
Do you have any family members here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Come on up. Sure. That's perfect. Just you could do your left finger. If you raise your, that's it. Yeah. That's perfect. Perfect. Just repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
I will faithfully discharge the duties of
the Office of Town Justice
the Office of Town Justice
for the Town of Poughkeepsie,
for the Town of Poughkeepsie,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Paul?
I'd like to have my 3 grandchildren come up. They have Alex and Olivia and Nick.
Perfect.
They're going to hold
The Bible for you. Perfect. If you come over here, I think the camera's pretty well set. Just look out at the audience. Paul, I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
the office of Town Justice
the office of Town Justice
for the town of Poughkeepsie,
for the town of Poughkeepsie,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
We're going to start with our supervisor. Oh, I'm sorry, Felicia. We'll start with Felicia. Town Clerk Felicia, yeah. we'll do that. Is Dan coming up?
My husband and daughter. And
Do this to them. So you want to come on this side and somebody else want to hold the Bible? You can hold that fella.
All set?
all set.
I, Felicia Salvatore,
I, Felicia Salvatore,
do swear to support the Constitution of the United States
do swear to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Town Clerk
of the office of Town Clerk
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
You want to stay and do Jay?
Huh?
You want to stay up and you can do?
Yeah,
or Jay?
maybe, yep. Where's Jay's?
Jay's interested.
Everything's in order.
Okay. Who's holding your Bible? I am? Is it John or Jay? Okay. I made that mistake. I, John Baisley, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Town Supervisor of the town of Poughkeepsie to the best of my ability. Congratulations. I know you will. Yeah. He's going to do the Democrats. I'm doing the Republicans.
Oh, okay.
So, which one do you have?
Jeff Renahan?
They're coming. They kind of look like my grandchildren. I, Jeffrey Renahan, do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duty
of the office of First Ward Councilman
of the office of First Ward Councilman to
to the best of my ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Now, Bill. No, we'll go right down the line.
Bill? I'm going to hold the Bible for Bill, I guess. Or you can.
I can, or you can. I need his. How are you? Opposite way. We've done this before, remember? I, Bill Carlos,
I, Bill Carlos,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
of the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Second Ward Councilman
of the office of Second Ward Councilman
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations. Next will be the third. Ed?
How you doing, Jessica? What a good-looking crew this is, huh? I do, I'm sorry. I don't have my reading glasses.
It's going to be a problem, isn't it?
They just have to repeat after you.
Ready, Jessica?
I'm ready.
I,
I,
Jessica Lopez, do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Third Ward Councilman
of the office of Third Ward Councilwoman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I, Michael Safone, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York and faithfully discharge the duties of Fourth Ward Councilman according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Hey, Matt, we never met before. Nice to meet you. I, Matthew Willever,
I, Matthew Willever,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United
that
States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Fifth Ward Councilman
of the office of Fifth Ward Councilman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Hey, Ann, how you doing? Congratulations. Hi, how you doing? I, Ann Shershen,
I, Ann Shershen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Sixth Ward Councilman
of the Sixth Ward Council person
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, I just want to congratulate all the electeds. Thank you. We're going to have a good year. So every once in a while, we're lucky enough to find a person that cares about others more than they care about themselves. A person that dedicates whatever time it takes to do the best job possible. This person is our town supervisor. Working with Jay is an absolute pleasure. When you work with Jay, he listens, he pays attention, and he cares. Jay's been able to find savings in the town's budget and always keeps the budget under the tax cap. It's because he understands it, and that makes a big difference in a town like ours. It's nice to have a person like that. He's exactly what this town needs, and with that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce once again, for a well-deserved third term, our town supervisor, John J. Baisley.
Mark, thanks. I don't know who paid you to say that, It was probably my wife, but, you know, no. We couldn't have done this without the board we have. We have a phenomenal board. We work well. It's bipartisan board. I think this board works very good together. And as Mark said early on, we work as a team. I think the only thing that we have that we all want to see is we want to see the best for our residents of the town of Poughkeepsie. We pushed politics aside. We've worked together. If we disagree on something, we work through it. We come out with the right purpose, what we want done. I think this board going forward, and the residents must think the same thing. We all got reelected, and I think they all understand we're here for them. The door is always open. Our board answers questions when the residents call. They don't have an issue getting a hold of our council people or anybody in town hall. We've done a lot over the last couple of years, you know, for everything, but without doing any of this, we could do none of this without the residents. I want to thank everybody that came out today for supporting us. It's phenomenal that they come out and they help us along. You know, congratulate all the council people and the judges that all went out and they fought hard to get their positions back. I mean, it's not easy. We're elected every 2 years, and it's a challenge sometimes. This year, you know, we've had quite a few accomplishments over the years, and this year again, we've taken our fund balance. Some of our numbers were negatives a few years back. We're now in the positives. The economy's changed a little bit. We never loosened our budget. We keep it as tight as possible. We count every penny going in and out, no matter what it is, and we listen to anything anybody has to say. If you want something that you think we can do, we'll try to do it within reason, and we'll try our hardest to try to find the money to do that. And I think everybody here works. As Mark stated, we've been under the cap every year. A couple of years we were extremely far under the cap. But by doing that, we took a master plan that hasn't been updated since 2006. We formed a committee with Mike Welty and the planning department and his staff, and the council members are on that. That's moving forward at great paces. This year we had major improvements to our parks, fences, resurfacing, basketball courts. We built a new basketball court. We put on bathrooms in Greenvale Park. So we're actually, the town parks are looking like they should. They don't look like they're out of the 50s anymore. We made great strides. We added a park this year with Eastdale Village. We have a new park, Creekview Park, that's located down right along Wappingers Creek by Dyson Racing. New pavilion, bathroom facilities. It'll be open in the spring. We're just waiting for some seed to grow, and we're ready to go. And with the help of the developer up there and Jessica Lopez working with us on making sure that got done, it's done this year. We'll have it open up in the spring. We issued a community block grant this year. I think it was a phenomenal thing through the county. It's federal funding, but we redid over Rocker Park, which is now an inclusive park. It's open. It's getting great use. It was a park that was dated back in the 50s. It was getting no use. It had the wrong element hanging out there. Now you go by, it's busy. There's people there. It's a neighborhood park, and it's turning that neighborhood into a real neighborhood back there. A couple other things we did. We worked with the judges last year. We put together a parking ticket amnesty program. We were behind hundreds of thousands of dollars and not getting responses on parking tickets, and we collected close to $200,000 in the last year on parking tickets that would never have happened. And this year alone, after the first year, we got another 60-some thousand in parking tickets that had fall behind. So we've tried our best to do what we can. LED lighting through the town. We've done all the town buildings. Street lights are all done, which is actually going to save and pay for itself in a year and a half. By the end of this year, it should be paying for itself. The police department put LexisNexis online, which is an online reporting system for car accident stuff. Now you no longer have to call the police department and request. Insurance companies can go right online, pay for this. We'll make money on it, actually, which is helpful. But it's a program that's helping us, and it's relieving the burden on the police department so they can actually do their jobs. And one of the other projects that we're happy to announce this year is on the wall here, we have a Hometown Hero project to honor our vets, and these flags have been hanging in Arlington all year. We took them down for the winter, they'll be back. This is a phenomenal project. There's no better group that we can actually thank through the town. So we have that project going in place, and hopefully next year it'll double in size, if not triple in size. So we've done a lot of those things. We completed this year a DEC consent order that's been going on for the last 5 years for our transmission lines and our sewer lines. We finished it up this year, had to file a report by December 31st, and the engineering department told us inflow and infiltration going into the sewer, which ends up going into Hudson, you're treating water that didn't need to be treated. We probably save 500,000 gallons a day now going into that system. We also received a grant, which early this spring will start, Hagentown Pump Station, which I think is great. We'll be pulling that out of the flood zone over there. It's all ready to go. We're waiting for the federal funding that came through. Highway Department will continue their projects. And for 2020, We're actually finally putting a municipal program downstairs in the building department. I'll work with building, planning, zoning, and assessing. It'll take us into 2020. We'll have all this computerized system going forth. Our senior center, where we finally got, after 6 years, we're going to have a commercial kitchen. They should be starting in about 3 weeks. And our recreation department this year is hopefully to get a dog park over in Hagentown. Besides that, we couldn't have done any of this without the growth that's in the town itself. If you don't have any money and you're stagnant, we can't grow with them. I want to say, for years, IBM was the mainstay of Dutchess County, the mainstay of the town of Poughkeepsie. IBM went on a downturn and they were fizzling out. They're coming back, and they bought their quantum computer here, which to me shows that they have a commitment to Dutchess County. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars on their plant down there. They are not going anywhere right yet. They don't have the manpower they had before, but they have a stay here, and they will always be here. Eastdale Village out in 44 is a major investment into the town. It's going to be definitely a place to live, work, and play. It's open. The first commercial piece will open up this Friday. Hudson Heritage across from Marist College is in the works. They're tearing down some of the buildings now. They still have a way to go, but they'll be there. That's almost a $300 million project when it comes to head. And on a smaller note, Shady Brook Trailer Park, which has been an eyesore for many years, was bought, taken over. There's no trailers left. The gentleman that bought that will be totally rebuilding that into a state-of-the-art trailer park, all underground utilities, all natural gas, and it should be affordable housing. It's something we need for people that can't afford a big home to get a start there. Emergency One took over Germano's, which is great. We took an old dilapidated building that we had issues for a year, took it over, they opened up, and they filled the void that we had up in that area. As far as retail goes, everybody's always complaining we have a lot of vacant retail spots. We saw TJ Maxx move over to Poughkeepsie Plaza. Burlington Coat Factory is taking over Toys R Us. Poughkeepsie Motor Inn will be opening up. We're going to tear that down. There's going to be a hotel in the back and some retail in the front of that. Dutchess Dodge and Mazda are both expanding between their lots to fill in both those spaces. We have the new Hyatt Hotel on Route 9. Homewood Suites opened up on Route 9 behind Red Robin. The Holiday Inn, which was the longest standing hotel to be under rehab, is actually coming. They have their name up. It's going to become a Holiday Inn. So we're getting there. We've seen that the people are moving back into the neighborhoods. We have a very low inventory on homes in the area, and the values of homes are going up. Our bottom line goal is, and I think we are all doing the best we can, to make this place the place where we want to live, work, play, and educate as we go forward. We want people to be able to stay here. We're hearing from a lot of people, older ones, they've sold their homes, they moved into some of the apartments, they're not all moving away. Hearing what you hear about New York, the fact that somebody wants to stay here is a tribute to what we have tried to do and do our best. We have to fight for every job. All the jobs aren't here. New York still has the highest taxes, but we are trying to bring in who we can bring in. It seems like small business is a route to go. We're not going to get anybody big in, but this is what we have to do going forward to bring them all in. With that, I just want to say thank everybody and thank this great team that we worked with going forward. Look forward for next year going forward. Just God bless you all, and I hope that we can keep this steam going forward and doing the best we can for the town. Thanks, Mark.
So just a couple last minute things. I want to thank a few key people that I'm looking around the room and I see that are here. We have our Deputy County Executive, Bill O'Neill, is here with us tonight. We have our Chief of Police, Kevin Faber. Our Sewer Superintendent, Frank Ozani. Our Deputy Water Superintendent, Tommy Colgan. And our Deputy Highway Superintendent, Mike Simon. And our comptroller who takes all the heat, Charlie Emberger. This is bringing us to the end of our program. I want to thank all of our elected officials. Most of all, I want to thank all of you. Without great people like you supporting all of us, we wouldn't be here to serve you and make the town of Poughkeepsie the great place that it is today. Thank you for coming, everybody. Enjoy your night. There's some refreshments here, and the town board meeting will start at 7. Thank you.